Introduction. In this first section of the usage tutorial, we'll go over each tab within Form Generator's control panel. When you first open Form Generator's control panel, you'll be asked to enter the username and password you set during installation. If you've forgotten it, click the Forget Your Password link, and your administrative email will be sent a link to your Reset Your Password. Once you've logged in, you'll be presented with a statistics screen. This screen gives you a quick overview of what your form generator is doing, along with providing you with some statistics about posts, keywords, and users. It will also display the cron job you added when you installed Form Generator, just in case you ever lose it. The configuration section of the control panel allows you to set most of Form Generator's settings. You can either choose one of our preset options or, if you prefer, you can click the Choose Custom Options link and enter these settings yourself. We'll go over the specifics of custom configuration later in the video. Now, let's look at the keyword section. This is where you'll spend most of your time while you're setting up. It allows you to add keywords either manually or using the keyword suggestion tool, add links to keywords either individually or in groups, edit links to keywords, or delete keywords. We'll also be covering this section in greater detail later. The proxy section will allow you to add and delete HTTP proxies. We've included this option for those who will be adding lots of keywords and having their forums post lots of posts. The Add Users section is where you'll be able to add new users to your forum. It also allows you to see a detailed history of how many users you've added and when you added them. Last, but certainly not least, is the Help section. You'll be able to send support requests directly to Blackhatzen through this easy-to-use form. The support team's replies will be sent directly to your administrative email. Now, let's move on to specifics. Getting started. In this section of the tutorial, we'll cover the quickest way to get started with Form Generator. First, select the Configuration tab from the Control Panel's menu. In most cases, we advise using a setting between slowest and moderate, as all shared hosting services we tested were able to handle these speeds without a hitch. In this example, we'll use moderate. Next, we'll need to add keywords. To do this, click the Keyword tab in the Control Panel menu. Since we don't have a keyword list in mind, we'll just use the built-in keyword suggestion tool. To do this, click the Keyword Suggestion tool link. Once inside, enter either a keyword or key phrase and click Submit. In this example, we'll use the keyword LimeWire. As you can see, the Keyword Suggestion tool gathers 100 long and short-tail keywords directly related to LimeWire. If you want to add all of them, simply click the Select All button, select the appropriate subforum, and click the Add button. If you only want to select a few, check the checkboxes next to the keywords you want, select the subforum, and click the Add button. Once you've added keywords, depending on the rate you set in the configuration settings, you should start seeing posts between 45 minutes and a few hours. The slower the settings, the longer it will take, but the more natural it will appear. The Add Users section of the control panel is easy to use. Simply enter the number of users you'd like to generate and click Submit. If you'd like to see the number of users you've added in the past, just click Display Add History. If you have any issues, all you have to do to request help from our support team is click the Help tab on the menu, select a subject from the drop-down box, and enter a detailed report of what happened. If you'd like us to contact you in a way other than email, please add your contact information. Now let's move on to some more advanced settings. Advanced Usage. Custom Forum Settings. Form Generator provides its users with 6 preset forum speeds, as well as the ability to customize their own speed. In this section of the usage tutorial, we'll go over what each of them means so that you can adjust your forums to your own liking. First, click the Configuration tab on the Control Panel menu. If you want to customize your own forum speed, just click the Choose Custom Options link. The first optional setting is Use Proxies. You can choose either Yes or No. In most cases, you'll just want to leave this on Yes, even if you haven't added any proxies. If no proxies are detected, Form Generator doesn't attempt to use them. The only reason for turning this off would be to test whether or not the proxies you have added are causing problems. The second option is Gathers per Hour. When Form Generator is looking for content to populate your forum, it must make a certain number of outbound connections each hour. This allows you to set how many outbound connections it makes. A low rate will cause your forum to post slowly. For those of you on shared hosting accounts, A high rate might be too processor or bandwidth intense for your host. We suggest keeping your gather rate between 10 and 60. However, only you can make this decision. The third option is topics per hour. You provide Forum Generator with a range, and it chooses a random number in between that range each hour. The highest number of your topics per hour range should not be higher than your gathers per hour. If it is, you may run into issues with having enough new topics to post. The fourth option is seconds between replies. This allows you to provide Forum Generator with a range it will use to decide how often to post replies to threads it has generated. The preset value is between 60 seconds and 3,600 seconds, or 1 minute and an hour. Feel free to adjust your rate, but be aware that a thread cannot be replied to in increments of less than 60 seconds. The fifth and final option is new thread views per reply. Once again, you can set a range that Forum Generator will use to decide how many new thread views each thread will get every time a new reply is posted. This emulates a much more realistic forum situation. It should be noted that when regular users, that is to say, users that are not controlled by Forum Generator, view and reply to threads, only their own views will be counted. In the event that they reply, no new number of views will be added. Once you've changed your settings, click the Submit button to save them. Note: changes may take 15 to 30 minutes to be noticeable. Assigning links to keywords. Assigning links to keywords and key phrases is at the heart of what Forum Generator can do for you, your business, and the sites you promote. Whether you're trying to boost your long-tail keyword penetration in a niche or want to entice users towards a CPA or product landing page, knowing how to automatically assign a link to a keyword is key. In our demo, we use the keyword suggestion tool to add 100 long-tail and short-tail keywords and key phrases related to our target keyword, LimeWire. Let us imagine for a moment that we want to promote a blog we operate that is dedicated to LimeWire. After we've gathered the blog URL, as well as the URLs of any number of articles or subpages on the blog, we go into Forum Generator's Keywords panel. From here, we can choose to select any number of the 100 keywords and phrases that we generated and assign them links. Since we're just starting out, we're simply going to click the Select All button at the top of the page. This selects all of the keywords that we generated. After the keywords are selected, we'll want to click Edit Links. We'll now paste our links in the text box, one on each line, and click Submit. It is as easy as that. Now, any time that one of those 100 keywords appears in a thread in our forum, it will automatically be linked to one of the URLs we assigned to it. Adding and deleting proxies. For those who prefer to be a little more discreet, we've integrated HTTP proxy support into Forum Generator. To add or delete proxies, click on the Proxy tab of the Control Panel's menu. One note before we begin. We'd like to direct your attention to the bottom of the control panel where we've listed a small text ad for PacketFlip proxies. John, the owner of PacketFlip, has been kind enough to offer our customers a recurring 10% off coupon code for any of his proxy subscriptions. It should be said that we love PacketFlip. They are the only proxy company we'd ever deal with. John is an exceptional businessman and provides a quality of service that is better than anyone else's we've ever dealt with in the industry. No joke. Ask him for a demo, ask him for advice. Aside from being a great businessman, he's a phenomenal guy and is extremely easy to talk to. If you need quality HTTP proxies, go talk with John at PacketFlip. On with the program. To add an HTTP proxy for Forum Generator to use, simply type in its IP address followed by a colon, followed by its port number. If it is a password-protected proxy, you'll need to enter in its IP address and port number as usual, followed by a colon, followed by the username, followed by another colon, and finally the password. We should note that if you're using proxies you've copied from public sites, you should test your proxies to make sure they're reasonably fast. It is common for public websites to list very slow proxies, which will stop Forum Generator dead in its tracks. If you're going to use proxies, we suggest you buy them from a reputable source. Once you've entered in your proxies, click the Submit button and you're done. Deleting proxies is simple as well. From the main proxy panel, select the checkbox beside the proxy you'd like to remove and click the Delete button. You can delete multiple proxies at once by checking more than one box at a time. If you'd like to delete them all, simply click the Select All button, followed by the Delete button. That's it. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact us by using the built-in support request system. Thank you for your purchase. Please contact us if you have any questions.